Hello, my name is Sheriona Menzam-Sills, and if you're a craniosacral therapist, you might recognize the Sills part of my name, which is associated with my dear husband, life partner, Franklin Sills. And if you're not familiar with Franklin Sills, he's a pioneer in the field of craniosacral biodynamics. He actually created a curriculum to bring that work out of osteopathy so that people who weren't osteopaths could learn a biodynamic approach to craniosacral therapy. And I am so grateful. Oh, I'm grateful in many ways that I met him, but I'm grateful that I met Franklin at a time when his understanding and teaching of the work had really matured and clarified. When I began assisting his foundation trainings and then assisting and co-teaching uh, postgraduate seminars, um, I found that my understanding and practice of this beautiful work deepened profoundly, even though I was an experienced practitioner and teacher already of the work. And this was also around the time that Franklin was finishing his seminal volumes in the field, Foundations in Craniosacral Biodynamics, volumes 1 and 2, which I was able to help him edit and also contributed chapters to. And Franklin also encouraged me to write an introductory book on the field. He felt like it was needed, and I was ready to write a book. So here it is, The Breath of Life, an introduction to craniosacral biodynamics. And it's really based on his most recent insights and augmented by my own experience. And just to say that Franklin also really embraced another practice I was teaching, which is the mindful fluid movement form continuum developed by Emily Conrad. And he encouraged and supported me in bringing that into our courses as well. So that also has an influence on the book. So while the book was originally intended to be an introductory book, I found that while I was writing it, experienced practitioners were expressing to me their eagerness to read it. And people, my colleagues who were also practitioners, and many of them experienced, were also expressing to me the need to have a feminine voice in this field, which is, it's such a feminine receptive practice. And yet up to that point, just about all of the authors in the field were male. And, you know, I realized I could have a feminine voice, partly because I'm a woman, but, you know, we all have feminine aspects, but also because my practice of continuum, which is similarly very receptive and feminine practice, and other meditative mindfulness practices I had. And so those all contributed to the book. And so a feminine voice came in. I realized I consciously needed to continue writing the book with an intention to have it express a feminine perspective. And so I included also my artwork and tried to make it somewhat poetic and experiential. And I also began including in my intention to have a wider audience than I'd originally thought. So, you know, it occurred to me that this book could be beneficial not only to people wanting to learn about or to learn more about the field, which could be clients, students, potential practitioners, or people just interested in, you know, being more present in their relationships with clients or with others, because the work is so founded on relational presence. But I realized that it could also be of benefit to craniosacral practitioners, including experienced biodynamic craniosacral practitioners, in part because it draws on Franklin's later work. And often when people studied with him earlier in his process, they hadn't been exposed to his more recent understandings. So I am currently about to offer a 6-seminar course that's based on the book. I'm calling it The Breath of Life, Being with the Book. And it's inspired by a similar course that I've offered 2 years in a row now, that was based on my more recent book, which is this one, Spirit into Form, Exploring Embryological Potential and Prenatal Psychology. And that course was so enthusiastically received, which is why I ended up teaching it a second year. I hadn't planned to do that. And people, really expressed appreciation for how much they got out of it. So it occurred to me that a similar course, based on the breath of life, might be really helpful for all those people I mentioned, for craniosacral therapists, for clients, for students, for people interested, just curious about the work, and people just wanting to be more present in their lives and in their relationships. So my intention for the course is to have it be quite meditative. So even if you're just looking to relax, that might be, the course might be of interest to you. And it's 6 seminars in which we'll go through the book, usually addressing one chapter each month that we have a 2-hour class. So in each class, I'll present some material from the chapter or related to the chapter. And my intention is to have the main focus be on experiential, meditative explorations that I guide you through. And there will be a chance, of course, for questions and discussion. So I'm really looking forward to the course. And if this appeals to you at all, I hope you'll consider joining me. And I look forward to seeing you there. If you'd like a taste of the kinds of meditations that we might do, you can check my YouTube channel, Birthing Your Life, where I have a few meditations and some of them biodynamic meditations. And otherwise, check the link for more details and feel free to be in contact if you have any questions. Thank you.